like that, right around the city lights. We can hit a different high.
Well, as we saw from the dinner party, this was inevitable. We saw this coming. We saw Paul and Mel sit down with the couple to try and sort out their differences.
What happened after this last dinner party? Because that seemed to be a moment that has altered your relationship. And I don't understand why.
Paul, were you not paying attention? Did you not look at the body language? Did you not see all the red flags within that relationship? That's a silly question you're asking. But anyway, carry on.
So after the dinner party, you started to come in at me at things like showing selfish in the bedroom, showing selfish this, listing. He was like, you left that pasta in the fridge, like you're so messy, and then you put it in the dishwasher and then didn't put the dishwasher on, and I was just like, ah! And I was getting really anxious. Even like, it was never your intention, but to make me doubt myself and like how I live my life, and am I that hard to be with? Like, it's starting to get into my head. I said to him, I was like, please stop telling me you love me, because I feel like it's so up and down. It's not how I don't feel loved.
I definitely can understand how that can be confusing. The self-doubt, the not being able to trust your own judgment, and I'm sure the list goes on. That's what we call, I believe, gaslighting. Yeah, gaslighting.
I've come to the conclusion that I'm very difficult to live with. You know, I'm overly sensitive to things when I'm in a high pressure cooker situation. And I think the experiment itself is very amplified.
Can you see that the way you've been behaving is as though you think you're better than Shona?
Absolutely, yeah.
And what do you make of that?
That can come across quite condescending sometimes. I'm not meaning to command or anything. It's not regimented. It's just sort of maybe from generosity, but I get it can come across as controlling and things, and I apologise for that. I always apologise for that, don't I? Every day.
That there to me is a red flag. When you're constantly apologising and repeating the same pattern, constantly reoffending. And you're not making any changes? Oh, hell no. No. That's a red flag. And then on top of that, you're telling her you love her. Constantly reassuring her that you love her. So, again, it's the highs, the lows, the wrongs, the rights. I'm sure that's what they call coercive behaviour, if my memory serves me right. From the time a man makes you feel that way, or even a woman makes you feel that way, it is time for you to leave.
This is not a healthy relationship. And I know you know this. But this is not working. It's just not, right? It's not.
Oh God, no.
As we saw with Shona, she's overwhelmed. Yeah. She's living on hope. She wants this to work, even though she feels belittled and smalled, tearful, and whatever else emotions comes with all of this. She's still willing to work on it. I really have no words. And when I look at him, I see no emotion. Nothing behind the eyes. No emotion whatsoever.
I don't want to go yet, guys. In the past, I've always kind of ran recently. I can't do this. So I was like, I really want to stay.
The intensity of this process is too much for you both. It's too much for your marriage. So for that reason, you can't stay.
What are your beliefs about the likely success of this relationship outside of the experiment?
Let me cut you there, Mel. Let me cut you there. I'll answer the question for you. It's not going to work.
I believe with the work, it could work. I just feel a little bit caged, to be honest, and that's why it is becoming toxic. Outside, it'd be completely different.
I'm not too sure I believe that. I sort of understand what he's saying about being in the intense environment of the experiment. Everything's going 10 to a dozen at the moment. And he talks about it being toxic, which it is, in regard to their relationship. I can't really see it so much in the others, but in his and Shona's relationship, I definitely see it. But outside of the experiment, I'm not too sure it's going to be any better. Something makes me say it's going to be worse because you don't have the relationship experts to hold you in regards to your words and your behaviour, etc. So that's definitely questionable. I really don't know whether I believe it.
I love you, and I do believe in us.
Yeah.
That we have such amazing chemistry. If you say to me again, I don't know, I'll be like, okay, well, they didn't end this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're my boundaries now. And then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Did you notice it was her that was saying, if he was to say to her again, I don't know, this is going to work? Did you hear her? It wasn't about him. As I said, she's very clingy. She's holding on for dear life. If anybody's going to leave, it's going to be him. Even though I see that he has a lot of narcissistic traits, she is the one that's holding in there. She is bringing all of this on herself. I just don't know what to say.
We've been very open about our concerns. You take the lessons from this experiment, change those patterns and do things differently.
Yeah.
He has things he needs to work on. I have things I need to work on. This is just what we have to do. And I feel like that is a sign of growth and a journey that we are going to go on together.
Shona, Brad, thank you for this time.
Completely taking on board the advice that Mel and Paul gave me and Shona. I think it's going to be important moving forward because we are very willing to give it a shot. One last roll of the dice.
As I said from the get-go, I can't see it working. It's going to end as quick as it began. That's my prediction. So, on that note, this is where I'll leave it. Till next time.